everybody, welcome to Oldpocketknives.com. This is Jesse, and today we're going to take a look at a set of 6 Stag case knives. We're going to talk a little bit about the patterns and how old they are and how you can kind of tell how old they are. But overall, they're just really pretty knives, nice Stag. So let's get into it. All right, so on my site, I have a page that's called How Old Is My Case Knife? And it's underneath the menu called Knife Guides. So if you go there, you should be able to find it. I'll also put a link below so you can see that. I wanted to talk a little bit about these knives. I'm going to open them up if you stick around for a minute, but how old are these actual knives? So one of the hints is actually in the case logo there. This S right here is called the, I'm not sure if it's called, but it's the kind of the short S, squatty S, whereas the other ones from the case XX era, which would be 1940 to 1964, so are primarily a tall S. So that's one little kind of tidbit there that will help you. So this right here, this knife is the whittler. I'm going to open that up in a second. This one right here, sometimes called the rail splitter or torpedo jack. Kind of a larger knife here. Beautiful Stag handles. We have the classic trapper knife. Also wonderful. Look at that Stag. Beautiful stuff. Same squatty S shield there. Right here we have the squatty S canoe. Again, with very nice handles. This one right here is the stockman, small stockman or medium stockman, I believe, medium. And we have the little serpentine pen knife here, with the Stag handles as well. So let's open these up and see if we can't figure out how old these case knives are. All right, so here we go. This is the balloon whittler. It's an 83 pattern. 5 stands for Stag, 3 for the number of blades, and real nice factory edge here. If we look at the stamp, I'm going to close this so we don't put too much pressure on the back springs there. You'll notice that it says Case XX USA. No dots, which indicates a knife made in 1965 to 1969. If the knife says Case XX only, with XX where the USA is and no USA, then it was made between 1940 and 1964. So this is 1965 to 69 era. Also, that squatty S dates the knife typically to, there's some overlap, but mostly during that 1965 and beyond era, into the 70s and even into the 80s as well. So very nice little balloon whittler here, Stag handle. Okay, so this little serpentine pen knife has the same stamp there, which again, 1965 to 69. This is a 33 pattern, 5 Stag, 2 number of blades. Nice gnarly Stag there on the back. And nice little knife. These go back to, I believe, the early years of case there and the even case tested. So back to 1920, they were making these for a long time. But yeah, a nice little pen knife there. Okay, this is the medium stockman here with the same 1965 to 69 stamp. It's an 87 pattern and has the nice 3 blades here, pen blade, the sheepfoot blade, and the clip blade as well. Okay, so here's another one. This is one of my favorite patterns, sometimes called the rail splitter. Same 1965 to 69. This is 5/299.5. The half stands for the clip blade in this situation, and it has a pen blade as well. But I really like the reddish tones, the big kind of channels, grooves on this Stag here. Beautiful knife. Okay. Next we have the classic. This sometimes with the bolster the way it is, it's hard to tell if these canoes are of a certain age. But again, it's a 31 pattern. That's the canoe, case canoe. And if you can kind of like get it to about there, you can kind of confirm that there's no dots. So again, it's of that same era. Again, all factory edge. Real nice. And finally, the classic trapper pattern, which Case has made famous. Other companies have made it, but Case definitely is the most famous for this trapper pattern. Same squatty S, and again, no dots there, so it's 1965 to 69. Real nice Stag. I think all of these have had brass liners, nickel silver bolsters. And look at that Stag on the back. That's real nice. A little bit of staining on this, but that comes right off. Not really staining, I should say, just a little bit of stuff on it, but real nice. Beautiful 5254, so the 5/4 pattern. There you go. All right, so I hope you enjoyed these knives. We talked about a couple of things today in the shield, the squatty S versus the tall S, as well as the stamp. There's a lot of variations, and it makes it pretty easy to date these case knives. But if there were dots underneath here, that would be from the 1970s. If it was just case XX, the XX being below the case, that would be 1940 to 1964. Just a little bit of information there, but there's a lot more information at my website. There's the article I wrote called How Old Is My Case Knife? And I'll put a link directly below if you want to check that out. It might be a good reference for you, or you might be an experienced case collector already who doesn't need to know that, but it is there for you. Hope you enjoyed these knives. Let me know what your favorite is in the comments below, and I hope you have a great day. Again, this is Jesse from Oldpocketknives.com saying have a great day and happy collecting. See ya.